All right, guys, welcome to day 5 of pre-staking. I'm sore. I'm feeling it for sure. We're at one of my good bridge locations. This is one of the few places I trap, and you can tell there's no water left. We end up putting 1.5 blind sets right here. You can tell where they're just walking the water through. But the reason I wanted to really show you guys this, a lot of people miss this. But right here, here's your land trail. It's kind of hard to tell, but it wraps down through. That's going to pick up coon, skunk, possum, maybe even get a fox. We're not too far from where I normally catch a fox, so don't pass those spots up, guys. I don't know if I'd really call it a high bank trail. I mean, it kind of is, but this isn't a really big creek system. It's just, you know, it's normally only about knee-deep water anyway, but normally I pick up a mink right there where the rocks kind of meet the bridge wall, but there's nothing there anymore. It's all rock. They've filled more rock in on this over the years too, so but anyway, I like those blind sets for 1.5, guys. Those will work out well in the water. But anyway, moving on down the road, we got a big day. All right, so this is another one of those trails that just, it's crazy. So you can tell, you know, where they're going down through the creek. Once again, we're going to blind set it right where it hits water. But they're also coming up here into this cornfield up on the right. They're going down this little wash, going underneath some concrete here, and going right up that trail. I'll get a better angle for you. So we're going to block that hole through the concrete with a 220, and this hillside, that slope, we're putting a 220 on as well. That's an awesome spot, and that's where my you know, those long pogos are really going to help. Both of these coon should be down here in the very bottom, keeping those trails open. But that's a money trail there. I like it. Well, we are on probably my favorite road to trap every other year. Just a phenomenal area. This is the spot where we got 24 locations or 27 locations in 2 miles or something like that. This is the 3rd location actually that we set up on. They're coming over the top, coming through the tube, which I actually debated on throwing the 220 right in here. Really like to, but I am running out of equipment. Things are definitely starting to slow down a little bit, or not slow down, but starting to get thin in the back of the truck. But you can see this trail just, I mean, phenomenal. We're throwing a 220 right here though, right there in the, if I can see it on camera, right in the mouth of that. So we'll have a couple sets here, but man, this spot's awesome. And all this is, guys, get across the road to show you what we got. It's just an old pond coming from a big wooded draw. I mean, I could even throw 220 right here on this. It's going down through the tube there. Just a really good spot here. Anytime we can get these little, a finger or a pond or even a terrace coming up to the road, those coon are using that as a travel way, and they're using that as a travel way to cross over to corn. And that's why this road every other year is perfect. 20 some locations. I still trap it on the off years. It's down to about 10 good locations, but still 2.5 miles or 2 miles for 10 locations. That's still well worth it in my mind. So down the road we go, guys. All right, guys, so these are spots that I kind of struggle with. You've got so many trees on the right hand side with corn behind it. On the left side, you just got a mature timber, and there are so many small minor trails coming through here. It's really hard to pick up which one to set on. I generally try to focus on the biggest trees or the cedar trees. This spot was pretty tough. I actually had to get out and I walked this road a little bit scouting. Otherwise I wouldn't have seen this out of the passenger window. Once again, we kind of got the little indentation in the grass right on the shoulder. And if you follow this, it is a perfect 220 trail. Make a catch here and no one have any idea it's here. So those are the spots like I'm looking for. We got 1 220 set up right here. Another little trick that I do, guys. So I'll take my stabilizer and I always put it through my conibear, because sometimes I can't find these, but now if I pick up that conibear, or body grip I should say, when I pick that up, it's going to catch on that rat stretcher, so I'll know exactly where it's at. That way I'm not losing it. I used to lay them flat next to it, and boy, that was a mistake, but lesson learned. Another great location, guys. We're moving along, but feeling the burn a little bit today. Well, what can I say? This bridge has been plagued for me. This is where I fractured my tailbone years ago. My buddy broke his ankle. I was bound and determined to conquer this thing. As you can tell, it's bone dry. I did manage to get 3 dog proofs in it. You can kind of tell where they're walking up through right down the middle of it. But I decided I'm going to go down there a new way. A way that's, you know, a different side of the bridge. Should be a lot better. Oh no. She still got me. Nice big slice of my hip boots. That new way had a barbed wire fence hidden right there in the grass, about knee high. So she don't like me, but one way or another, we're gonna get over this anger barrier and it's gonna be glorious. It's warm. It's real warm out here, guys. Kind of a cool spot here. You can see the trail coming down to the pole, going all the way to the culvert with a pond on the other side. That's just going to beans, but it's good enough. I like it. I think there's some stuff going into this tube down here too, but we had to put the the one glove back on. She's starting to blister up on me pretty good. Starting to hurt pushing these that driver in, but we're getting sets out here. This is 371. Got a long ways to go today, but it's trick or treat night, so we got to be done. I got to be done halfway early. So, but anyway, we're trucking along, getting as many as we can out, guys. Oh yeah, that shows up well on the camera. These are the type of trails, guys, that took me quite a while to really figure out and learn. Not just where they're at, but what to look for. So, you know, we got some power poles down here by that farthest tree that you see on the left right there is a low spot where we've got a 220 as well. But we just got this little grove of pines down the road here. And it took me several years to really find these trails, because if you pass these up, you're missing great opportunity. These aren't trails that are going to produce 6 or 8 coon, but you're going to catch probably 2 really nice big boars. You know, and I can't pass those up. Just a great opportunity. You know, you can see in the grass here, or mud I should say, and it just comes up right underneath and goes up. Great spot. You know, we got a 220 sitting here waiting on them. Just one, because we're spread pretty thin on traps, but these are what we're looking for, guys. I'm feeling it. I'm struggling. Definitely getting tired. Been a long pre-staking season already, but I knew it would be, because I'm pushing harder than I ever have before. Hopefully hit my goal way sooner than I ever have before. So gonna keep finding these trails, guys. Whew. I'll tell you one other thing I've learned the last day or so. That 2 inches of rain we got that made last Tuesday so easy, it's sunken down quite a bit, because it's getting a lot harder to put stakes in again. Another really good trail here. This is the timber location I'll produce all year long. One of the spots I'll come back to late season, pick up 3 or 4 nice boars on. Holes went in easier than I thought. Getting down the road. Whew. Some of these spots are just absolutely phenomenal. fix you guys here. So yeah, some going right down the bottom of this, all the way up into the timber over here. But boy, oh boy, look at that trail coming down through the grass, up. I'll get my shadow out of it. You know, this is gonna be the dominant one. Putting 2 on this and 1 on the other one. Whoo! Sorry guys. Trying to get this. It's kind of tough filming with being a one-man band. Take one of these pogos, drive it right down in the middle of the creek bed. One good thing about pre-staking like this, it's definitely gonna help me get in shape for Saturday and Sunday hits. But no way around it, I'm still gonna be hurting come opening day, real bad. And one right here, and we are golden. 3 sets, and that took me, oh, gotta get it in that first, I guess. Sorry. Oh. Of course, that one don't like to go in. I don't know, 3 sets, probably 2 minutes. Not bad. Boy, did we just add a new spot to my line. I've drove right past this for probably 10 years now, and I've never seen that. Maybe it wasn't there, maybe I just wasn't looking, but I have never seen that. We got dog proof right down here in the bottom. Really, really good spot. I'm kind of mad at myself for never seeing that before, but definitely a spot. If I had room, I'd put 2 dog proofs in here, but between the culvert and the fence is only about 4 foot, so not a whole lot of room, but still, I'm expecting 4 or 5 days to have 4 or 5 coon off that. That's a good one. Never think you know them all, guys. You're always going to find more stuff, no matter how long you've been there. We got this trail wrap around just to the left of that pole. It comes down, comes out to the road. You look at it and you think, it's all right. You know, it's not beat down to mud. It's not complete, bare dirt. These trails can be very misleading. So we got that rain on Monday. And if you come down here and look in the road, I'm gonna say since Monday, there's been probably a dozen, 15 tracks going in or back. I mean, they're all through here. There's just tracks cutting across through this. It's hard to tell. It's dried out pretty good now, and it dried up pretty quick. So really, I mean, even if I step right there now, you can't tell it's there. So that's probably in the first 3 days. So you can't always judge these trails by what they look like. Best advice I can give, set on them and see what they produce for you that year. Sometimes the best, muddiest trails that I set on produce 2 or 3 coon, and the trails that look like this that are, yeah, I might catch 1 or 2, they produce 8 to 10. So everyone's area is different, every trail is different, so just set them and see what works for you guys. All right guys, we're winding down the afternoon here. This spot maybe you guys can help me on. This is a spot I set every year, every single year. The only thing I've ever caught is 1 badger, about right in there. It's an absolutely awesome trail going into this hole. Well, culvert, I should say. I have set on this culvert before, never caught anything. This is new this year. I'm not sure, I'm not the greatest scat identifier, but that's some kind of canine in my opinion. Coyote or fox. But I wouldn't think a coyote would be living in a culvert like that. I could see fox doing it, I've seen that quite often, but interesting. I never catch anything. I've tried snares, 220s, and dog proofs. We got a 220 set up there, and I got one I'm going to put in front of the culvert again. But it's just odd. I've never caught anything on it. Oh, that's kind of new. Never seen that before. Oh, this side has it all dug out. Maybe we do have something new going on here. That's interesting. I'll throw a 220 on this side as well. That's new. I don't know. Makes me think we got another badger, but guess we'll find out. We're closing in on wrapping up the day, which is good because I need it. This trail here, this is awesome. We got a fence line that goes straight back, a pair of cedar trees, telephone pole, every landmark that I stop at to check, all at one spot. Trail comes down, we're gonna have a 220 waiting for him right there on the other side of the road. This is even better. More of a uniform trail. You can see it coming down, winding up, and right up there we're gonna have another 220 waiting for him. First time I put two here, but finally able to get a 220 on this side, so gonna keep moving, guys, running out of time. All right, guys, we just got the last one of the day put out. It's right at 4 o'clock. I gotta get moving, get home, get showered up. But see this nice timber here. This runs the whole distance of this road, back and forth, all the way down there to the turn. On the other side, we've got corn. And I've just, since this intersection down there, I've got 5 spots. Every pole, every tree, it seems like. And this is what's gonna end our day right here. A really nice trail going right up to the edge of the corn. Now, I'm not even sure if it's the landmark of this little shrub tree or what, but really good trail. We got 220 sitting here waiting for him, which is gonna go right there, where it's really constricted down, really narrowed. A lot less refusals that way, but it's been a day, guys. I am beat. I'm beat. I got blisters. I'm sweating my rear end off, but it's a good day. We ended a section, so now we only got 2 more sections to go, and we get it all done. So problem is I got 1 more full day of doing this. That's gonna be tough because that's a lot of stuff to go. I think this was 443, so right at 200 locations yet to get out. We'll find to make it work. Ran into more competition today. Kind of hit or miss, same person, but he'd set some stuff that he said everything I did. He probably set some stuff I didn't see, but he missed a lot of really good things. I don't know if it's because you know, some of the ditches were deeper. You know, maybe he only has a certain amount of equipment. I'm not real sure, but he passed up some pretty good stuff. But I'm kind of hoping he catches some stuff in some areas that I missed, and maybe I can learn from him too. But we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. Hopefully nothing comes up missing. I haven't really trapped around him before. I know who it is, but I haven't trapped around him before, so we'll see. But anyway, guys, that's another day of pre-staking. 1 more full day, and then we're down to just after work, and then I got to finish getting the shop ready to go, get the walk-in freezer turned on. Still plenty to do in the shop yet too, so always hustling, always driving. Take care, guys.